So the summer I was 23, I got a job as a server at TGI Fridays. I lied on my resume to get this job. I said I had been a server before, thinking it would be very easy. That was not true. And they hired me because they thought I had done the job before. So I was in over my head with this job. It turns out I don't have the right kind of ADHD to be good at being a server. I have the kind where that makes me feel like a crazy person running from doing one thing to another. I have the kind of ADHD where I just read a book for 3 hours and forget what time it is. So anyway, I made it through my trial period. I am now working for tips. Again, not the best situation in the world when you're not super good at your job. But thankfully, in a weird way, while I am, conning my way into getting this server job, this TGI Fridays is also going through like the biggest meltdown that could ever possibly happen at any restaurant. There are many rumors that I heard about people like doing coke in the bathroom. Never saw confirmation of that. But I did see confirmation of many other things. And some of it was just like, some of it was the normal job stuff. We had to ask people to rate us on a survey, and you have to get a 9 or a 10. 8 and below is failing on this survey. So I'm having to like sell myself and do all the corporate stuff. I got pulled into a meeting for underperforming because I was getting 8s on my survey. Unacceptable. And also at the same time, so like the summer's going on, it's like things just feel very chaotic at the restaurant. And one day they pull the GM, the general manager, at the Starbucks across the street, and they sit him down and fire him. So we now no longer have our general manager, and he gets replaced with the TGI Fridays turnaround guy. This guy is a former Marine. And he comes in it's like a Friday night, and it's like this night, it's like our big rush. Like I hadn't made any tips the rest of the week. They give me like the worst tables, and I'll like come home after one shift and like tip out, and I literally have like $5 left over. So it's like I have to like make good money in Friday and Saturday night. So he's like giving this speech where he's trying to rally us and make us believe in the place that we work for. And we're all huddled in the kitchen in the back, and it's like 4:45 before the rush comes in. He's saying this thing to inspire us and help us turn the restaurant around. And out of his words come the mouth. We work for the best company on God's green earth. And I am just like, I need money, but like not enough to keep a straight face for a line like that. Like, what are we talking about? What proceeds to happen is the biggest meltdown of the entire summer. Like, I can't even explain. It was like, we got so backed up. It's like supposed to be 8 minutes flat to get food out. That's one of the things we're rating on. It's literally taking half an hour to get any food to any table. And it's just like we're all just looking at each other and laughing, and it's like getting very stressful. And I'm like, oh, like these people aren't going to tip me, and I'm going to like go home with no money tonight. And it's getting like I am like in tears in the back. This is like I have a college degree at this point. I am put myself in a situation where I'm doing a job I don't know how to do, that people only pay me if I'm good at it. Like, obviously, it's not the best for me. And I'm like crying in the back, waiting for my food to come out. And one of the other servers comes up, and she's like I barely know her. And she's like calming me down. She's like, fuck the customers. This is just a job. Like, who cares? And I'm like, all right, yeah, like, thank you, game face on. So anyway, like I make it through the night, and when since then I've had my ups and downs with work, and like some jobs that are better than others, some jobs that I like, and some jobs that were honestly probably worse than TGI Fridays at some points. And when I've had my lows, I think back to that moment and think about how what was really cool is that I was at this very low moment and someone cared enough to be like, fuck the customers.